Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to another Europa Universalis 4 video. I'm Red Bastard and we're playing as Novgorod. We're trying to get the frozen, we're trying to fulfill the requirements for the frozen assets achievement. What that requires is that we have 90% of the trade power here in the White Sea, and that it be the richest trade node in the world. What we've accomplished so far is trouncing Muscovy in a defensive war. We used it to build up Tver, our march, and we took a little bit of territory from their vassal Perm. We have an alliance with Poland, we have an alliance with the Livonian Order, we are allied to Kazan. Yaroslav and Odoyev are vassals under the Golden Horde, and Ryazan remains our ally. Now we're friendly with Sweden, and we've considered supporting their independence against Denmark, who hates us, but that would put us over in relations. I'm thinking about doing it all the same, as I really don't want to fight against Swedish troops, particularly since we're not really going to be growing directly as Novgorod beyond this point. So we're going to have to decide upon that. We got into a deep amount of debt in our wars against Muscovy, but now we're out of it. We're making some money, we don't have any corruption, we have high stability, and slowly but surely our manpower is going to recover. We've gotten rid of all the mercenaries that we had to use. We're ahead on military tech, and we're now working on our plutocratic ideas, which are going to give us a variety of bonuses, including merchant power, military strength, lowered unrest, lowered tech cost, all around good stuff. We're going to complete that and start on trade ideas. So I think we might as well invest fully in here and switch our national focus to military. Now we can't expand too much, but what we can do is get more trade power from people. So if we win wars against people like Perm, we can take their trade power, and we can take the trade power of the Golden Horde, but they have a respectable alliance system. At first we would have to do things like free up Yaroslav and Odoyev and get him into our trade league, our non-existent trade league, mind you. It'd be really nice if Riga has to leave their trade league at some point and we can get them into ours. So here's our first idea. More mercenaries. And one of the nice events pops up if you have plutocratic ideas. This is better administration. Help us get our inflation back down. That's nice because I really don't like spending admin points to reduce it. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't like having to do so. Our mission at present is to improve relations with Scotland, as they're rivals of Denmark due to their aspirations here in Orkney. And we're going to claim a guarantee over our ally Ryazan, which means we really should feed them some provinces. I'm going to take their trade power. think the rest of our allies are too big to consider giving us trade power. I'm going to take a look at how Sweden is doing. They have 14,000 troops. Their independence is backed by Scotland, meaning that we and they would have to do the majority of the fighting. Scotland wouldn't be able to help out much. Norway brings 7,000 troops to the table, and Denmark has more troops than Sweden does with 19,000. That's not ideal, particularly because they have Mecklenburg and Verdun. So I think our position on this matter is that we're going to back Sweden if they can get another ally. If somebody like Pomerania or Lubeck starts supporting them, then we'll do it as well. Otherwise, we're going to stay out of it for the present time until Sweden gets some more troops. Now, their only other rival is Poland, and if Poland starts supporting Swedish independence, we will do so as well. It looks like the only thing that's the only thing keeping that war going is the fact that the Golden Horde can't get access through either of us to get to Perm. Now Muscovy is reduced to 1 province minor, with Perm still sort of a vassal, and now they can no longer be a rival of us. My response to that is, haha. We're going to have to revoke that embargo. I'm surprised that we can't pick the Golden... Oh, the Golden Horde still is our rival, and we have them embargoed. I think the first opportunity that we get to see them in a war, we'll go ahead and attack them and try to remedy this situation. Okay, Sweden has launched their War of Independence. See if they're still friendly. No, they're hostile to us. And our truce here is going to last another 7 years. Ryazan has a claim on him. Tver has a claim on him. So I'd like to get Muscovy and give it to Tver. Can protect our brethren. Definitely not going to pick Polotsk because that's under our ally. We can conquer Galich, which is right here. I really don't want that province, so we're just going to worry about letting our manpower recover. Okay, so we might want to rival Sweden for now. I'm wondering if I really should have backed their independence. Then we'll hold off. I should get a marketplace somewhere if we can. This temple would make us so much money over time. Surprised Perm is so loyal. Yeah, it looks like Denmark is winning this pretty handily. Sweden has strong troops, so they could always turn it around, but right now it's 20,000, probably less than 10, 12. Don't have a whole lot that we can do with our... Nice. Don't have a whole lot that we can do with our diplomats. I think we want to keep a permanent 150 or higher with the Livonian Order as their our ally, and that gives us the Western Arms bonus. So we're just going to camp a guy out there. Wondering if they have any aspirations on the Livonian Order. Looks like Lithuania would take it if they were given it. Okay, we are going to keep this guy. And we're still ahead of time, so we're going to take this. And then we're going to spend our military points to get the next level of military tech. Once we get Diplotech 7, I believe it is, we get to study technology, and that will make it more attractive to use one of our diplomats to be building up some spy power. But for now, it's not all that important. For now, we'll just top off our relations here. And we've lost our Western arms trade. Not sure why they have such a schizophrenic opinion of us. I think it's tied to the personality of the ruler. It's a monastic order. They get old guys that don't necessarily live too long. Sometimes it's probably going to be worth it to send them a gift right before we tack up. Friendly fair. I'm going to top off relations with Sweden. They're going to remain loyal for some time, but before their next war of independence, we might decide to support them. Okay, I don't think we need to pay our troops full wages. We're going to drop that down to half. Looks like we are still facing a little bit of unrest. Those billows are ahead 2.6. Looks like that went away. They changed their mind. And there's some Muscovite separatists here. Large numbers of them. I think the Golden Horde has it under control. We're only 1 year ahead here, so we'll just wait until the new year started and tech up our military. We can invest even more in temples. I think we're going to do that. I'm really hoping that those Muscovite separatists do not enter our territory. Well, that's ambitious of you guys. Kazan has declared war on Uzbek, which puts them at war with the Golden Horde. And that isn't altogether a surprise. Now let's see what Kazan wants have that. So they have no interest in Yaroslavl. So we're definitely going to claim that as being of... Okay, possibly Tver wants them. Yeah, Tver would be okay with getting all this. So we're just going to mass up our troops, fail our mission, and move over. I like this guy, and we're going to re-elect him, so I'm not going to make him a general. I can make that guy general. Oh, this is awful. Okay, we're going to keep this guy. I do like that siege pip that guy had. The Muscovite separatists have moved on to our territory. Hopefully they will go back. But chances are we're going to have to fight them. Nope, they left our territory. Really wish that we had had a little bit more time to declare the war ourselves and bring in Poland and Lithuania. Because then we could have demanded the independence of Yaroslavl and pulled him into a trade league with us. Guess we'll go for yearly prestige, as he is cheap. And we're going to hand this over to Tver. Ryazan is attacking the Golden Horde. It looks like the Golden Horde's allies are abandoning it. We don't want this morale of armies or the corruption, so we're going to have to take this. It's not ideal. We don't like losing anything in Neva. And we're going to save our money for our mission. Poland is attacking the Teutonic Order, which means that the Livonian Order will defend them. I definitely don't like that. Definitely can't swear loyalty to anything but the Republic. Thanks, we're giving to Tver as well. Hopefully they have ambitions on it. They do. I'd like to get some more men back before we move over to attack the Golden Horde's army. They do have a lot of troops, and they have a fairly respectable general. Truce Muscovy is over. And speaking of Muscovy, I don't really want them to get any stronger. That's a fort. Okay, let's go through here and attack these rebels. Come on, rolls. We need you in their favor. And we're going to hand this over to Tver. And it looks like Kazan called in the Timurids, Crimea, so we'll let them deal with the remaining Golden Horde army. Now, Kazan does want some of this territory. I'm not sure if we should actually hand it over to them. Because if we don't, then they'll have less territory to take, and they'll be more likely to give some of this stuff to Tver. We're going to buy some manpower buildings. And we're going to follow the loot. I want the prestige. And they gave us nothing. They didn't even free these. Definitely not ideal. Gonna get some Byzantine refugees. Should we call Kazan in? Sure, we can let them beat up Perm for us, so. I'll just save us some manpower. And Bohemia is the Emperor. Do we lose the right to... Never keep track of whether they're a rival or not. It's flipping back so often. We're definitely not going to give them that territory. Okay, so they are 100% occupied. I'm going to hand that over to Tver. And we're going to force them to break this. We'll force them to give up that core. And might as well have them give up all their claims there. We're not giving any of that to Kazan. They just backstabbed us in that last peace deal. And we will try to take Perm's trade power in a future war, I mean. So make them independent. And now we'll work on this manpower recovery. We left Muscovy's army here in Kazan. That's not our problem. And now we don't have to worry about Muscovy. We do, however, have to worry about manpower, so we're going to try building that back up. And we don't need to pair troops so much. We're ahead on military tech, so we're going to take this, lower our unrest, and get our prestige ticking upward. I think we're going to invest in some money too. I'm going to keep the same guy. But we are going to want to get our Republican tradition up. Lost general. I'm not planning any wars at the moment, so we're just going to let those military points accumulate for a little bit. Got our Diplotech up. Well, it looks like Sweden is friendly with us again. I remember when we started being able to steal tech. I thought it was at 6 or 7, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, that is bad. We don't like losing monarch points. Okay, what are we going to spend our money on? We should accumulate some. I think I'm going to increase our army maintenance to half, just so that those men in our manpower pool trickle into our armies a little more quickly. Okay, we're going to get another merchant here. So we have a merchant in here collecting. Got one pushing trade up here, pushing trade up here. We can put one here in Astrakhan. Or we could just collect here. So that gets 1.24 added in if we collect here. And our guys are pushing trade in other places, are pushing more than that. So we're going to take a look and see what this makes for us, if we have the range. And it looks like we don't. Maybe here? Okay, so for now, our best bet is clearly to collect trade here. So we could lose stability or abolish tax. We're going to abolish tax. And we should be able to pay that off pretty quickly. I turned down our music just a touch here. Admin tech. Now we're ahead of time here as well. And we're going to get trade ideas, no surprise. Going to repay that loan. Okay, so it looks like 10 years before we can declare war on the Golden Horde. Wondering what we can do with our spy power here. We could steal maps, but we'd have to send out ships to do that. So we could get some men by angering Tver. Or we lose prestige. I guess that will tick down over time. And we're going to re-elect this guy. But I don't think we're going to re-elect him anymore after that. So we can get the land maintenance modifier. Yes, we could get our first trade idea, but I think I would like to get ahead of time here. And we're going to save up this money, we don't desperately need it. I think we're going to take the prestige.